Hello and welcome to my 27th water review for YouTube. Today is Friday, August 3rd, 2018, and this week we have left Canada, finally, and we are returning back to Italy for the next 2 weeks. This week we are doing Uliveto, an Italian carbonated water from the region of Tuscany. Started in 1868, Uliveto comes from a source in the Vico Pisano spring in the park called Parco Termale di Uliveto in the region of Tuscany. Uliveto is famous for its digestive abilities. It will help you digest your food. The digestive properties of Uliveto were first discovered in the year 1900 by Dr. Giuli and his clinicians Grocco, Fedele, and Zoya. This is why this is such a sought-after water by Italians and Europeans alike. Now, going on to their website, I noticed that they have quite a few sustainability initiatives as well. They use 100% recyclable plastic bottles. They also participate in biodiversity and circular economy initiatives in Italy. And all of their bottling plants use 100% renewable energy. Now, moving on to the bottle, you will notice it is this lovely shade of green. Darker than Ice River green, but about the same color as a Perrier. Perrier might be slightly darker. The plastics used in the bottle are fairly good, a little thin, but definitely not bad, and not crinkly either. The cap is especially nice, with the soft touch, high quality plastic, as well as Uliveto embossed in the top. Embossed on the side of the bottle is the crest of Uliveto, a U within a circle, as well as what appears to be an eagle. Moving down to the label color scheme I really like. It blends in nicely with the bottle, but what I do find a bit off-putting is how busy the label is. There's not a single square inch of this bottle label that isn't covered in writing. What I am, however, a big fan of is this happy little Italian man drinking Uliveto at the bottom of the label. What is nice to see is that they have both a mineral table as well as a nutrition facts table as well. So, moving on to the taste. Now, I didn't realize this was a carbonated water when I bought it, so I did not keep it refrigerated, so I am guessing it is quite flat. But we will find out. Ooh, yes, that looks rather flat. Oh well, hopefully that will not affect the taste or the smelling notes. Now, on the nose, I get a little bit of bitterness, as well as a nice citrus lime sour note. It is a little bit sweet, a little bit chlorine-y, and a slight saltiness as well. Let's see what we can pick up in the taste. Now, this is a high calcium content water with 179 ppm calcium. Yep. Right off the bat, you get a soft mouthfeel, which is associated with the calcium, as well as an aftertaste that's slightly chalky on the mouth. Now, in terms of tasting notes, you definitely get the citrus lime note, which is slightly sour, but also a little bit bitter, like almost like the rind of the lime. You do get the saltiness. It's very slight. It's not overly salty at all. And the sweetness comes through. I think it might also be aided by the softness of the calcium. That might be giving it the slightly smooth, soft, sweet taste to it. Now this water also contains quite a bit of sulfate, 100 ppm of sulfate, but it's nicely blended in with the sour citrus note and the sweetness as well, so you don't get a rather harsh sulfate note on the nose or the mouth at all. So overall, this is a short review despite being such an interesting water. Overall, final score. So far I've not been disappointed by Italian waters, and Uliveto is no exception. 2.5 out of 2.5 points for company history and interestingness. They've got the whole thing. They've got the interesting history, they got the great website, even though I had to translate it, the great website with tons of information, they got the sustainability initiatives. Perfect, couldn't ask for more. Now, in terms of bottle design and materials, they get 2 out of 2.5 points. They lose points due to the thinner than really liking plastic, as well as the busy label. However, plastics aren't bad, the cap is quite nice, and really the label isn't bad. They have the nice included mineral table, and I do like the color scheme in general. Now, moving on to taste, I gave it 3 out of 4 points. The Uliveto water is very nice and complex in its taste and nose. I am sad that I left it out, not realizing it was carbonated water, so it is disappointing that it's flat, but that is mostly my fault. And it would have also been nicer if it was cold. I think you really need to drink these carbonated waters quickly. But overall, fairly good taste, really enjoyable, complex. I do prefer Perrier, but Uliveto is quite good. Moving on to value, Uliveto, this bottle cost me $1.50 at my grocery store, which puts it up there in terms of value with the higher premium waters such as Smart or even Life Water, maybe even Voss if you're lucky, which is hard to justify the value, whereas when you can get Perrier, which is just as good in my opinion, for cheaper, and you get a better value because it's a larger bottle. So I'm not able to give Uliveto more than half a point out of 1 point for value. Tallying it all up, Uliveto gets a very strong score of 8 out of 10. Quite a good score. I'm never disappointed with these Italian waters. They always do a great job with all around great score. And so I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a unique and very well-rounded, good water. I definitely recommend Uliveto. Now, thank you all for watching my water review for this week. Next week we will be staying in Italy, doing a still water, I hope. And please feel free to recommend any waters you'd like me to try. Comment, subscribe, like my videos, share with your friends, and I will see you all next week. Thank you for watching.